Okay, we're on. Here, hold on one second. I want to put my ugly mug up in the corner here um, while we're filling this out. Okay, I'm going to fill out this bracket. I did it last year. This is kind of something I do and then put it on my sports page, but I'm going to send it to my Physics 210 students too since they're having to. But anyway, so I wonder if I have to zoom in a little bit more here. I think we need to zoom in just a little bit more. I kind of started it this morning before I came in and then quit. Uh, well, let's just keep going. So Houston, San Diego, I have no idea who's going to win that. I've harkened back to the Phi Slamma Jamma days with Guy Pearce and what was his name? Guy something was their coach. He was one of the originals. Montana's going to beat Michigan. Texas, Providence. Let's go back east. North Carolina against Lipscomb. What the hell's a Lipscomb? Anyway, I mean, it looks like they probably play pretty. I mean, never go to a college where people say, "Oh, where are you going to school?" Lipscomb, and they kind of look at you like, what's that? It sounds like some kind of, you know, some kind of balm you'd put on before you go skiing or something. Oh, I forgot my Lipscomb. Anyway, so I'm going to go with UNC. And then Roy's going to cry because Providence is going to beat him. All right. And then Houston will beat Montana. Then Houston's going to get to the Elite Eight and probably get spanked by somebody. The Zags here. Xavier will beat Missouri. And then the Zags. And I'm getting the Zags to the Final Four. All right. So there we go. Cincinnati, Georgia State. I already picked Cincinnati against Nevada. Let's go with Cincinnati. I like Loyola. Loyola was one of the original. They had a lot of African American players back in 1964 when they won the NCAA championship. I mean, the UTEP thing gets a lot of press, but Loyola was the same way. And it caused some heartache with schools like Kentucky, you know, which anyway. So I already picked Kentucky, but I have to be honest. I have to be completely honest. I like John Calipari. I like the way he gives the middle finger to the NCAA and especially to the holier than thou sportscasters with his one and done policy. You know, because these kids, this is $11 billion is going to be made off the backs of these kids. You know what they're going to get? Squat. Say, oh yeah, they're getting free education. Shit. We've got them on the road from October until March. They're not going to class. They can't go to. There's no way they can get a decent. There's a handful that get that can major in something where they can go pre-med or they can go into business or something like that. But most of them have to take a course where they're taking things like where all they get to do is take online or physical sport and tutors and stuff that'll help through it. But you know, yeah, we give them an education until the coach gets fired. Then you know what happens to them once their coach gets fired? They could lose their scholarship because he's going to bring in his own boys that he's going to make $1 million off of, and they're going to get squat. So parts of me doesn't want to participate in this at all. But the other part of me is UK all the way because I like John Calipari's one and done thing, and he doesn't talk out both sides of his mouth. He says, "I am here to get the best athletes I can, teach them how to play basketball, teach them how to manage when they make it, and they get picked in. They're a lottery pick, and if not a lottery pick, they go high in the NBA." And we need to teach them how to manage their money once they do that. UVA is going to beat, and of course UVA, who does everything right, pound sand UVA. There we go. All right, and let's go with Loyola. Oh, Loyola, Kentucky, that'd be great. I'm going to get John Calipari's against the Zags. Got to go with the Zags here. They'll have run out of gas by then. All right, so let's go to the other side. real quick. Villanova. Oh, yeah, and their coach that does it the right way. My ass. Anyway, so Villanova. We'll go Virginia Tech. Ever since they lost Shaka Smart, I'm not sure. So we'll go with Virginia Tech. Villanova will probably win that. Now let's see what's going to. West Virginia. I love Huggy Bear. So the problem with Huggy Bear, his team can't play offense. They know how to brawl, all right? They know how to play tough defense. They know how to throw an elbow that won't get seen, that kind of stuff. And they hustle. They have a chip on their shoulder, and they want to punch you in the mouth. I kind of like that. I like his he's kind of like John Calipari. He's unapologetic about the way it is. I like that he went back to his home state, and he makes a lot of money off the backs of those kids, but he also watches out for them. All right, so see, I'm doing a more personality of coaches. Wichita State. We'll move on. Hopefully over Marshall. This will be a tough one, but I think West Virginia's too tough for them. And then Villanova will win this one. Damn, I hate it. They got an easy path, don't they? St. Bonaventure. St. Bonaventure was back in the 70s when I was first getting it. So I'm going to go with St. B just for giggles over Florida here. Stephen F. Austin. Okay. And then Stephen F. Austin here. And then, 40 minutes of hell. Gotta go with Arkansas. Of course, things have probably changed. Purdue plays pretty good basketball, actually. So Purdue, well, I think they'll take care of Fullerton pretty easily. And this is a good game right here. Let's go with Arkansas. Is this a crazy bracket or what? Let's go with Arkansas. And then, of course, Villanova will get to the Final Four. I got halfway through my bracketology rant, and my QuickTime video decides to crap the bed, but I have no idea why. But anyway, I think we're here with KU Wichita and West Virginia. When last time they played, 32 fouls called against West Virginia, only 5 against KU. They're still in Kansas. I call that their coach gets all the calls. It sure seems like, like the traveling call against who was that again? Against K-State, I think it was. The guy damn near tucked the ball under his arm. That kid from Croatia that the guy tucked the ball under his arm from the half court, ran down the court, and jammed it in. And it's like, are you kidding me? No, I wasn't traveling. Anyway, I call that getting a selfie. All right. So as long as they're in Kansas, guess what? That's the way it's going to be. But now they got to go out, and now they've got to play here. And I don't know where these. Oh, that game's going to be in Wichita too. How about them apples? So KU gets a free pass. All right, North Carolina State. I'm putting here over Seton Hall. I usually like Big East teams, but here let's go with New Mexico State. I've only got about 35 minutes to get this done before it's invalid. All right, and then Auburn. Oh, Auburn gets Charleston. I kind of like this Charleston thing set up, but hey, I got to go with where Sir Charles is from at least, and then I think New Mexico State's a lot tougher than people think. Oh wow, this K-State. Why didn't you just give them? Why didn't they just give them a plane ticket to freaking San Antonio? I mean, why'd they bother? Jiminy Christmas, give me a break. All right, I know there's a lot of you Jayhawk fans out there. My son-in-law, who I love dearly, is one. I mean, but it is what it is. I think Syracuse. Oh, John Boeheim. Dang, get the Walker. All right, so TCU will probably win that one. We've got Michigan State will probably win this one. Michigan State will beat TCU. Rhode Island, Oklahoma. Why are they there? Why are they there? They lost like 12 out of their last 14 games. Oh, but they won 14. They were 14-2 before that happened. I don't care. They suck. All right. Bye, Felicia. So Rhode Island, right here. Oh, my Dookies, my fat Dookies. Yeah. Have you noticed? Any of you noticed? Coach K gets uglier every year. His face, it's like his eyeballs get more squinty, and his face gets smushed in, and his nose gets longer. It's like a Snapchat of his former self. That's what he looks like. Snapchat, Coach K. Anyway, good God, we got to put up with it. Yeah, so they're going to go Michigan. I don't like Duke. I've never liked Duke. It's amazing, and their little, ACT, their little fans, in the ACT Bowl between North Carolina State, but, give me a break. Oh, they do things the right way. No, they don't. None of them do. Coach K makes $8 million a year off the backs of those kids. All right. So, kiss my. Anyway, so now we've got MSU. Go Michigan State. All right, so what we got here? MSU against the Zags. MSU's won it before. They know how to do it. I think the Zags are going to do it this time. That's my pick. That's just the way it fell out. I didn't have anything, I just had to get a few things off my chest about what I think about the NCAA, what I think about Bill Self. He's probably a nice guy. Or whatever. He sure has figured out how to make a hell of a lot of money off the backs of kids, but there we go. All right. Out here with that.